This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Fly Man Rain.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513. Sports
Yo.
Friday. Cheers, good brother. I finally got something in the cup. We good.
You know, I'm wine glassing it up, man. I got the wine. You know, I ain't had no liquor in the crib in a minute. We got like 6 wine bottles in the house, bro. We got that little Cooper's Hawk membership shit. So we be getting wine. We don't be drinking that shit like that though. So we be having it and he's talking up, man. So I think this is some Moscato, I believe.
Okay, then wine and dining.
You know, Brian on. What's going on? What's going on, cuz?
Happy Friday to you. Oh yeah, I know he look, I already knew he got them Corona. I already knew it.
I got the Coronas on deck. Hey,
I already knew. Either them or Coors Light, one of the two.
and my little cuz called me. Yeah, you gotta hop on stream, Jake. He just called me. You gotta hop on stream, Jake. But nah, man. Hey, sports we made it to Friday, brother. I know Wednesday you was saying, hey,
thank God.
Week. We made it to Friday, brother. It's been a good week though, but yeah, it has been a long week. It's
long week for sure, man. It kicked off last night. I mean, football weekend. So we got college start off tomorrow. We got high school tonight. A few high school games, a lot of good high school games going on around the city. But football kicked off last night, man. Thursday night football. Chiefs
Chargers, man. It was a great game. It was one of the best. I think it's one of the most anticipated games of the season. You know, if you look at the matchups, you know what I'm saying, it's team versus team wise. A lot of people were picking Chargers to come out here and get this dub, but Pat Mahomes came through and showed that he's still the king of the division, man.
Hey,
Chiefs won 27-24. Second half comeback from the Chiefs. Pat Mahomes came back. I think right now it's 11 different receivers on the Chiefs that got touchdowns so far this season. I want to say. Maybe I'm stretching it. Maybe I think it's not 11. I think it's too soon. I think it's 6. My bad. 6. Right now, touchdowns already. So he's spreading the ball around. You know, cheater gone, but he's spreading the ball around. You know, some more receivers this year, being more patient. I kind of saw this coming. You know, I knew they wouldn't break as many deep balls and get as many breakout plays. But you know, the Chiefs defense didn't look that great. But Pat Mahomes came through, and the defense did look good when it needed to. I guess, you know, with the very important pick.
Which is as expected, man. Like I said, we all knew like Tyreek Hill, like deep threat, takes the top off the defense. But now with Tyreek Hill, like I said, you just gotta be a little bit more creative with offense, and it really opens it up. I mean, we all know Travis Kelce is the go-to target. But as far as the wideouts, I said signing Juju, even though Juju didn't do shit yesterday. That's already been fantasy.
Yeah, I'm on fantasy, man. I'll be playing some fantasy this week too, you know. So hey,
didn't do nothing for me on
Juju. Thank you. Thank you, Juju. Also, Eckler didn't do much for me. He got 18, but it was late.
18, shit. I'll take that. Hey, you only got me by.
It was a late game push, bro. He had like 8 for the longest. I was like, bro, what are you doing? This is my first pick, bro. He supposed to get like 20 something every week, but yeah.
Yeah, I think Juju only got me like a point or something. Like it's
doing nothing.
But yeah, Mahomes, man, spreading the wealth around. A little low scoring than I thought. I thought it was going to be a tad bit high scoring, like both teams in the 30s. But
yeah, I did too.
They added on, especially in the second half. The first half, it was kind of slow.
The Chiefs' offense looked real trash in the first half. I ain't gonna lie, the offense looked real stagnant in the first half.
Because the Chargers defense, though.
Yeah, Chargers defense. Yeah, they was getting after Pat Mahomes, Khalil Mack. You know, that's why I picked the Chargers. I forgot they even had him, bro. I low key forgot he even got traded there. Like it was such a move
to win, because I figured their defense would have made a few more stops, which they did. They gave Chargers plenty of chances to go ahead and take the win.
Yeah, late game, and like Cuz said, Herbert did get hurt. He has a fractured rib. He did ball out fantasy though. He balled out fantasy. And yeah, man, I just don't know. Herbert is getting crowned early, man. Like everybody's saying he's this and he's that, but he hasn't shown. He has the numbers to prove it, but when it comes down, he hasn't gotten the playoffs yet. You know, Derek Carr got the playoffs in the division last year. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, you know, be shit on Derek Carr, but he got the playoffs last year in the same division. So with less weapons, I think last year, and way more turmoil going up there and down there in Las Vegas, or over there, I guess in that case, in Las Vegas. That happened last year with John Gruden shit, the Henry Ruggs shit. So all that shit going on, and he still made the playoffs. Herbert, you got all the tools physically, you getting all the stats, but you gotta produce when it comes to winning the games.
And this was a tough win, like I said, but they said they had plenty of chances to win it. Granted, no Keenan Allen yesterday.
Yeah, that hurt them big.
Facts for sure. Mike Williams stepped up and balled out.
He was balling, especially first half, balling.
But now I'm just curious, because right now they say he's day to day, but with a fractured rib and you a quarterback, boy, you especially seen on the last drive, he was favoring it. So I'm just curious moving forward how that rib is gonna affect him throwing the ball, and he's gonna get hit.
Yeah, and he didn't get hit that hard for the when he fractured it. Like, it looked like the guy landed on the side, he didn't land on top of him. So I don't know what exactly how it's going to affect him, how it's going to look. He still made a hell of a throw in that fourth quarter, man. A throw that I don't think many other quarterbacks can make. A bullet of a pass, hell of a throw after he got hurt. So he still make the throws, but it's like, man, I don't know. And he also you got to realize, that pick six he had, I forget who he was throwing it to, but the guy was calling the guy out the game. He was gassed. Calling the guy out the game. You gotta realize that and either not throw it to that guy, or they gotta do something. They gotta do something better. Either get that guy in better shape to get him ready, or I don't know, because the guy was calling the gas, like, get me out the game. They was like, nah, you.
That's on coaches, bro. At that point,
there ran a weak ass route. Went a weak ass route, and he got picked up. He was just like, he couldn't even run back try to tackle. He was just like, damn, what I'm gonna do? I'm tired of tackling. Run back to tackle the guy. He was so tired. So I don't know what how they can fix that, but they gotta get fixed.
Miscommunication, like, bro. At that point, bro, you gotta take a timeout, bro. Like, this
or say, look, Justin, Brett heard the play. He definitely had the play call. Like, you number one receiver in this play call, probably. You probably the first option. So the ball probably coming to you. You gotta say, hey, bro, I ain't ready for this yet. Get me out of here. Like, hey, timeout, something, fake injury or something, bro. Get out of there. Because you cost you in the game. You cost you in the game.
Yeah, that pick six. Yeah, that's when Tide turned game.
It cost them the game, and you got to get out of there somehow. Fake an injury, do something, false start. I don't know. You got to do something, bro. Get out of there. Get the fuck out of the game, because you end up costing your team the game.
Yeah, he said false start, fake an injury.
False start. Take a false start, bro. Hey, I'd rather get what's that, 5 yards, 10 yards? I'd rather get 10 yards.
Fuck it. You caught a timeout. Like, said shit.
Yeah,
don't take a timeout. Nigga, I'm gassed. Shit.
Right. It's sometimes it's better getting a little bit of space. You throwing a pass play anyway. They weren't running the ball. You might as well get a nice little 10-yard cushion and get more options to play call. So do something, man. Get out of the game somehow, or get more time to get the second win or something, because that was terrible.
But no, it was a good entertaining game. I'm not gonna lie. I watched the highlights because Amazon. I didn't have Amazon Prime. I was here at work. We don't have it here at work, so I wasn't able to get home and watch it the way I would watch it. I just leave it at that.
I will say, a lot of people were saying that Amazon Prime had a shitty picture quality, and like the voice was off with the mouth and shit. I had a nice stream quality on my side. I'm not sure if it was the internet quality, but I saw screenshots on Twitter where it was faces all blotched up. I saw some video recordings where the mouth was off. Jeff Bezos was there. Jeff, get it together, bro.
Yeah, I just think it's dumb. Like, if you want to take it off regular TV, cool, but at least you still had an option for fans to watch it on regular NFL Network.
I agree. I think they just definitely alienated a ton of their fan base. I must say, Amazon must have paid a pretty penny, because if they didn't, the NFL wouldn't did it, man. Because the NFL definitely
I want to know what the rating going to be. What the ratings is.
Yeah, because if the ratings dropped enough, Amazon will have to pay even more, or the NFL gonna say, hey, it ain't worth the risk.
Yeah,
cuz said he heard it was glitchy too. Yeah, I heard it was very glitchy, cuz I was hearing too. Very glitchy. On my side though, it was great. I had a nice clear picture on Amazon Prime. That's my first thing I watched on Amazon Prime. I must say I don't even watch none of this on there. But yeah, shout out Amazon Prime. I guess it was decent, I guess.
Something's going to change. Something's going to have to change.
Yeah, NFL, Jeff Bezos, get it together. He was there with watching the game with Roger Goodell. Good old boys club.
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. All right, man. Like I said, we got a long week of football ahead of us this week. If y'all miss our show Wednesday, make sure I go check that out, man. We made our picks. Cause sorry, man, we all picked against the Falcons this week, man. We all picked against y'all this week. You got the Rams, man.
Sorry, cuz. Yeah, it's gonna be ugly for y'all, cuz.
So yeah, but make sure you go check out that episode 249. If y'all miss anything. Let's go on to touch on this one real quick. Switch to the association. First, I'll talk big game last night, man. WNBA finals. Get that out the way first.
Yes, man. Huge game. We talked about it a little bit on Wednesday. We both originally picked Aces in 4. I think you said the Aces was gonna win game 3. I said they was gonna lose. I thought they was gonna win. I said they was gonna lose.
The original pick was 4. Last night, Wednesday, I was saying it's over in 3.
I was showing respect. I was saying Connecticut would win. I was still pissed that they didn't win though. But DeWanna Baker finally showed up, had 18. Shout out to Alyssa Thomas, man. First ever triple-double in WNBA Finals history. So shout out to her, man. 16, 11, and 15 rebounds. Crazy, man. You like watch her game. She ain't nothing no disrespect, but she ain't nothing special. She just puts in hard work. I heard this is crazy too, bro. She plays with 2 torn labrums in both her shoulders.
Yeah, that's why she shot put. Yeah. Yeah,
so she has a torn labrum in each shoulder that she plays with. I don't know how she does it, but hey, she was out there balling with it. So shout out Liz Thomas, man. She balled out.
Just a hooper.
Game 4 is on Sunday. I'm calling it now. Aces. Come on, man. Chelsea Gray got shut down last night, I will say. DeWanna Bonner had her on lock. But Chelsea, you gotta break free. You gotta, at least if you ain't gonna score 18, 20, you gotta at least have like 5, 6 assists. You know what I'm saying?
I'm honestly like confused because that's when I first seen this matchup, I instantly was like, okay, they're gonna put Bonner on Gray.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they waited to game 3 to do that.
I think they were trying to think maybe like, hey, let's give her a break off playing her own defense so she can ball out on offense. But she is 1 for 9, I think, on both games.
Bro. When she ain't doing offense, you gotta find ways to impact the game.
So I think her on defense, her like getting stopped, I think that kind of motivates her even more offense to get her confidence higher. Because her shot ugly as hell, but it should be going in sometimes, bro. So she be getting hype, she get steals on the fast break, easy layups and shit. So when she plays, inspiring defense, I think it helps her offense a lot. So shout out to the Sun, man. Played tough. John Quill Jones bought out too, man. So shout out to the Sun, man. Show why.
Did you win about 30? So yeah.
Yeah, and the Aces did come out second half and start playing a lot better on offense, but. Man, Sun was making everything last night. I ain't gonna lie, they made everything. They're making everything. So
that was just one of them games. Like, hey, we not losing in front of our home fans. We ain't getting sweat.
Yeah. Well, I think we cut it to like 6 at one point. Kelsey was playing her ass off that third quarter. She had like I don't know how many points, but she had a stretch where she was the only one scoring for us in that third quarter. But we couldn't get any stops, enough stops at least back to back that can get us enough to get the game back in like back and forth basis. Was still they had control of the game. Cut it to 6, they got it back to like 12, and after that was over. So yeah, we'll see. Sunday game 4. I think it's in Connecticut again. So terrible planning, man.
We've been saying this since the start.
What are y'all doing, bro? Like y'all, and it's at 4 o'clock, like right at the time the second game started for NFL. Like. Nobody's gonna watch this, man. Like I'm looking back and forth, just because I'm a little bit emotionally invested because my team playing, But the casual basketball fan is not watching this. They're watching football over this. I'm sorry, they are.
Now, granted, I mean, like I said, I'm not saying they're going because they're not going to outview the NBA, but there aren't many decent 4 o'clock games this week. I mean, the main one is Bengals Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Because purposes, the Falcons play at 4 this week against the Rams, Seahawks 49ers, and then Texans at Broncos. So and then Raiders and Cardinals. So that Bengals, Cowboys, and Cardinals, Raiders might be the 2 most watched.
casual basketball fans would rather watch, because if you're a casual basketball fan, you're probably a casual sports fan in general. You're probably gonna watch the Cowboys play or the
You
Cardinals
go
play.
on whatever game
One
on
of those
TV.
games on national TV, other than WNBA finals. It's just how it is,
Yeah, for sure.
So terrible planning there. In Connecticut, so they could easily make this game tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, Monday night. But hell, not Monday night because you got Monday Night Football.
They should have did it tomorrow night. And if you wanted to make it 2 games or 2 days between it, they should have played the first game on Wednesday. They had multiple days after game 2, so they should have had the game 3 on Wednesday, the night before, Thursday night game of football. They even had it like last night, just made it earlier or something. I don't know. They could have did multiple things to make this not a problem. But the fact that they're playing on NFL Sunday in general, I don't care what time they're playing at, it just makes it even harder for them to get good ratings.
Yeah, WNBA, that's just not smart. That's not smart at all.
Yeah, it's not.
All right, so sticking with the association, man. Let's go on and touch the Lakers, man. They made a move today. They said
telling move could be at least. Sign back free agent
Dennis Schroeder.
I'm about to say my guy, but he ain't really my guy. Dennis Schroeder, man. Great deal. 1 year, $2.6 million. So I mean, even less than he got from the Celtics last year. The Celtics didn't trade him for I think he had mid-level exception last year for the Celtics. Like it was like 6, maybe 8 million, something like that.
Well, ain't this his third move in 3 years?
Yeah, I think it was like us. It was OKC, then us, then Boston. Then he got traded, so it wasn't his fault, but he got traded. But now he's trading back to us. So yeah, third or fourth move in like 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, I remember when he first signed with us the first time, he was talking about that shit. Like I'm like I deserve this much money.
I'm a starting point guard in the league, and then he turned down. From us $84 million.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wanted $100 million. That was the word on the streets. He wanted $100 million. Turned down the extension for $84 million that we offered him, which is a great deal. At the time, I thought maybe it would have been, if you him, I don't mind him betting on himself. But at the time, like, if I'm him, I'm thinking it's a little bit maybe under market, but because he was $6 million the year prior, I think. But also, you got to think long-term deal, and you got to go out there and ball out if you don't take that shit. He didn't do that. Opposite happened. He went out there and played.
I only think he touched 80. He didn't come close to 84 mil with his contracts.
Oh no! So in hindsight, he probably should have took that deal, like most players should. Like if you're not like a top tier player, man, you get a nice lump sum, especially in the NBA, you get a nice long term deal offer that's at or above market value. You have to take that shit, man. Because there's no first off, you don't take it. You're not good enough to where the team has to play you, so they can easily start saying, okay, you know what, he don't want to take the deal, shuffle him, put him on the bench, or cut his minutes a little bit, or not really cut him too much, but they don't cut his minutes enough to where it's going. You gonna notice it. Gil Arenas talked about this shit on this podcast. They play dirty games in the NBA, so if you don't take the contract they want you to take, they'll start putting you minutes to make your numbers not as good as they should be. So you'll start noticing the other teams will start, seeing all your numbers drop. So we ain't gonna play you either. So it's kind of what happened to him. Except for he just played like shit. So,
and we talked a little bit off air before we came on that this move is has a bigger meaning behind it. That this could be the end of Russell Westbrook, not only in LA but the NBA in general.
NBA career could be coming to an end for Russell Westbrook, man. I think I said it a couple months ago, back when the whole shit was going down. Is he gonna get traded? Is he gonna get whatever's gonna happen? He fired his agent. Things just not looking good for Russ, man. We brought in 2 point guards this year that can't really shoot, so they kind of do the same thing he does. If you want to be honest, like Russ don't shoot, Russ don't play defense. Honestly, either I think Dennis Schroeder and Pat Bev play better defense than Russ. And honestly, he probably shoot a little bit better than Russ too. Both of them probably do. Dennis Schroeder's not a great shooter, but Pat Bev is a better shooter than Russ for sure. So I think the writing's on the wall, man.
Yeah. We both said he's probably gonna get the mellow treatment. He'll end up on First Take in a few years. Talk about what went wrong.
I don't know if he gonna even hit on first take because all the shit that's went down with just him and the media, bro. Like Melo was at least even in Melo's heyday, he was never an asshole to the media. Melo was always cool with the media in my eyes. I never saw Melo being, had like viral moments with the media, like saying, shunning the media any kind of way negatively for Melo. Russ has had several moments in his career where he's gone viral for basically blatantly disrespecting the media right to their faces. So
Some
is he?
warranted.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong for doing that shit. I would have probably, did something similar to in some of those times. But also with some of the beef that he had with he has currently still with some of these media personnel guys, some top media guys, Skip Bayless, for instance, Stephen A. Smith, for instance.
Oh well, yeah, he definitely ain't going first take then.
He has beef with both of those gentlemen. His wife has tweeted at both of those gentlemen for just the whole shit, especially last year, man. She was going ham. Well, the last 2 years, she been going ham with Stephen A. Smith and Skip. She been going ham on both them niggas, bro.
Skip, come on now, Skip.
she been going ham on those guys. But I mean, also his play has been warranted too. Like, I mean, he warrants talking shit about because he plays terrible at times. And when you play terrible and you don't take accountability for your play, the media's gonna shit on you, bro.
Yes, for sure. I mean, and then especially when you come to LA, when shit, that's where all the media focuses mainly on during the is Los Angeles, and you're playing terrible. Yeah, this bad look for us. I hope he does. I hope this is in the last we see of Russ this year. But it's not looking good at all.
It's not, man.
I'm just surprised about like how much of the focus off of LeBron, like I said, from wanting. That's right there, Skip. That's right there, Skip.
Yeah.
How the focus has shifted mainly on Westbrook's play and to off of LeBron vouching for Westbrook to come there to join.
Yeah,
like you don't even hear that no more. Like hear talks of that no more. It's all just Westbrook. Which I mean, at the end of the day, we said this before on the show. At professionals, they all thought it could work.
Yeah,
so they all pros. They all could have made it work. But at the end of the day, it's all about Westbrook going out there and putting up numbers. Like LeBron's not controlling Westbrook, taking terrible shots,
airballing,
missing layups,
turn the ball over, missing defensive assignments. Like that's not LeBron's fault. That's not Rob Pelinka's fault. That's not Jeannie Buss's fault. That wasn't. I'm about to say not. He's not the coach no more. But that wasn't Frank Vogel's fault either. So Russ came out and blamed Frank Vogel for a lot of this shit in his exit interview.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't Frank Vogel's fault, bro. And then you talking about he kind of threw shade to LeBron and AD too. Some they said, the whole talk all season was let Russ be Russ. That never happened. Like, bro, he tried to give you space to let you, do you, but it didn't work, bro. Like you don't feel winning that spot.
You had a whole time when AD went down.
Your time to be you. You don't play winning basketball, bro. Bottom line to it, you don't play winning basketball.
Nope.
So you got to go, man. I hope they don't.
Unless you're teamed up with number 7 right now. I was about to say number 5.
I don't think we give him the John Wall treatment that they gave him last year in Houston. To go home and just get paid, bro. We don't want you. Just go home and chill and work on your body. I don't think we give him that treatment. I hope we don't give him that treatment. I think it's worth at least us keeping him. If we can't trade him, at least keeping him to see what it does. I don't think we're gonna win regardless if we keep him or trade him, honestly. So keep him until we can trade him for at least another shooter. Don't send him home. Just keep him. Try to make it work. I saw a video of him yesterday, I think, or today, where he tweaked his jump shot a little bit. It still don't look great to me. Hopefully, he helps his percentages though. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm not hopeful though. If we have him on the roster at the beginning of the season, we're doomed.
Honestly, I low key want him on the roster at the beginning of this year because I want to see the drama, bro. Because
I do too. That would be crazy.
Like I mean, and reports came out today. I just seen Bleacher Report say something about how they possibly want him coming off the bench.
Yeah, that came out right before we got on air.
If those
Oh
reports are
man,
true. He doesn't want to do that. I guarantee Pat Bev's gonna say something and they gonna butt heads.
I guarantee it, bro. Because this is. We talked about it off here because they came out right before we hopped on here, right before we got live. Came out that they're strongly considering bringing him off the bench for the first time since his rookie year. Russ ain't going, so I think we're trying to piss Russ off to the point where he actually wants to quit and he comes to us to request a trade. So at that point, we're gonna say, "Hey, he requested a trade. We have to give him. We have to trade it. We have to trade him and 2 draft picks to get rid of him. Let's just go ahead and do it." I think that's what we're trying to do. Because why else would we put that out there? Like, I have to come from a team source. Like, how else would I get out there, bro? And literally minutes after we signed Dennis Schroeder, it came out. Minutes after we signed Dennis Schroeder, and they making hype videos about Pat Bev and shit, bro. You see the hype video they made about him?
Yeah, bro.
Like, bro, he's not that big of a signing. Like, get the fuck out of here. They're trying to piss Russ off.
Yeah, like I said, we signed a 2-point guard. Like I said, I think we got something in the works with somebody. It's just like minor details why they're not pulling the trigger yet. Hopefully, Indiana
draft picks, some money, or some protections, draft picks, something like that, man.
But yeah, these moves right now aren't making any sense. So, nonetheless, man, can't wait for basketball to start back up. But it's not gonna be a fun year for the Lakers, for our Lakers.
It's not, man. It's not.
But another team is not gonna be a fun year for. Well, at least I assume. The Utah Jazz.
Man, I think they're trying for that not to be a fun year though. They're actually trying to be pretty shitty this year. But yeah. Shout out Donovan Mitchell, man.
I would say, as y'all know by now, Donovan Mitchell got traded to the Cavaliers for a pretty decent haul. Colin Sexton was the big name going to Utah. But in a sit-down interview with Brian Windhorst, we do not have the audio or the video for it. But he basically summed it up and said he felt like it wasn't time to break up Utah. He said, this is Donovan Mitchell quote for audio listeners. I said at the end of the season, don't trade Rudy Gobert. Let's figure this out. Let's do it. And that didn't happen. Unquote. So
yeah, he's a lot.
Yeah, we talked about it off air. I got done Wednesday about it, and it's like, bro, when was the right time then? Because y'all didn't advance very far in the playoffs this year. I think I got knocked out in the first round.
Yep, and y'all looked like y'all was regressing. Like y'all was the best team in the West 2 years ago, and then the next year y'all was falling off. Like y'all was like falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
So why would he just being a new president or GM, whatever the fuck his title is, why would he come in and say, this is great, let's go keep this together? When before he got there, it was great, looked great on paper at least, and record-wise looked great. When he gets there, it's kind of falling apart. He's brought in because it's falling apart. Then he sees like, yeah, it's definitely falling apart. Why would he keep y'all there? Why would he keep y'all all together? Makes no sense.
At all. Now, granted, I'm excited to see what now the Cavs, like I said, they progress. They came in a playing game short of making the playoffs this year. So I think with the addition of Donovan Mitchell, I do think they will make the playoffs in the East this year.
For sure. I think they would have made the playoffs last year if they didn't get hurt. They started getting hurt at the end of the season. They were like 4th, 5th seed at All-Star break. They were killing it, man. Jared Allen ended up getting hurt. So that hurt them a lot. But yeah, man, if they stay healthy, they're going to be easily 4th, 5th seed, somewhere in there. Possibly flirting with 3rd. So up there.
I want to talk about this a little bit. I seen this a few weeks ago. Basically, like how I think for me, I think the power shift. I think the power balance in the NBA has low key shifted. Like I will get like it's balanced, but if I had to give an edge to one, I low key I'll get an edge to the East, bro. As far as teams from top to bottom.
Yeah, I probably have to agree with you right now, just because like a lot of players have gone east and have been traded east. Most importantly, I think Kevin Durant. Yeah, and we got the best player in basketball over there too right now. Giannis, I think he's still the best player in basketball. So you got the top 2 players in basketball, Giannis, KD.
You got teams like the Hawks getting better.
Yeah, I'm sure you got the Hawks. Yeah, man. Shout out Cuz. I know Cuz just said he's waiting for DeJounte Murray and the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking very good. You got the Cavs, like you said. The Cavs got a lot better with this trade, man. They didn't give up anybody they had last year in rotation, except for I forget the rookie's name. But Colin Sexton didn't play for them last year, and they were still he played for them a little bit, but he not enough to matter, honestly. So they still have Karis LeVert, still have Darius Garland, still have Jared Allen, you still have Mobley, who's I think going to be their best player probably this year. If you look at PER, he's going to be their best player overall this year. I think. Everybody talking about Mitchell. I think if Mobley makes the jump he's supposed to make and be like the best player in the team, and Mitchell was their second best player, bro, look the fuck out. Cleveland is going to be a fucking problem if he decides to stay there after his contract. They're going to be a problem because he was saying, Donovan said in the interview too, he was working out with Darius Garland before the trade even happened. He said he was thinking he was going to the Knicks even before he's like, yeah, it's whatever. He had no idea he was the Cavs even in the mix. He said he heard about it a couple weeks before, but it kind of died off. So he said he's working out with Darius, thinking he's going to New York still, not knowing he's going to be playing with Darius Garland in a couple weeks. Like he said, it was crazy. So he said like they both can knock down shooters. He was saying like, yeah, his jumper is even better than mine. He was saying so. It's crazy, man. They're going to be very good if Mobley makes that jump he's supposed to make. Then keep this core intact, bro. They're going to be a top team in the East for the next like 5, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years probably.
Get out of Dan Gilbert, get out of the LeBron sweepstakes. You don't need LeBron back.
Hey, if you get him as a free agent, take him back. You get him as a free agent, you got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, LeBron James, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. Shit, sign me the fuck up. If I'm LeBron, sign me up. Cleveland running it back. This is for you. This is for you, Cleveland. Run it back, bro.
It was a report that said he said they're willing to take LeBron back, but they said not if LeBron's gonna come back and be the GM. Which I agree with.
He's not gonna be in that position, so it ain't gonna matter. If they can get him back, like I just said, and have that starting five, it is curtains, bro. Even in let's say next year or 2 years. Let's say even next year. Like next year, let's say this year the Lakers just fall off. It's just terrible. LeBron said, you know what? It's only my last season. I'm going back to Cleveland. That's an all-star lineup, bro. That lineup is crazy. Especially if you go back for like that, man. Lineup is crazy.
Let me see how LeBron finishes this year before I'll book them in the finals yet.
He averaged 30. He just averaged 30. So if he even averaged 25, bro, like come on, bro. If you go back to Cleveland, they're gonna be head and shoulders best team in the East if that happens, bro. Because right now they got a squad already. They just young still, so I ain't gonna put them up there in the upper echelon in the East yet. With the Milwaukee's, the Boston's, because they still young. I put them right there with like Atlanta's though.
Oh yeah,
even though Atlanta made it kind of fine, I put them right there with Atlanta. Right
now. You talk about with LeBron or still talk about without?
No, without LeBron. Like right now with the team they got right now with Mitchell. Right now they're right there with Atlanta.
Oh yeah, they're in the middle. They're right there with Atlanta, Chicago,
second tier. Yeah, the Chicago, Miami. They're right there in that mix. Mm-hmm. I think they're top of that list. Yeah. I think they're better than all those teams. They're like right under the top tier of the East right now, if you ask me. Right under the Brooklyns, of course, but all the drama if they healthy,
Brooklyn,
Boston, Philly, and what did I just say?
Milwaukee,
yeah, of course, Milwaukee. So if they're right under there, I'm right under those teams. That's why I say right now they in that fifth, flirting with that fourth, possibly third. If somebody get hurt or those teams take some weeks off in the regular season, they could easily be third, fourth seed in the East.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you right now just name those teams out. The East is fucking loaded, man. You're right. The power definitely has shit because we named top 4 teams right there, and they are right in that fifth mix, right with the Bulls, the Hawks, all those teams. That's right there, 7 teams that's stacked. Honestly,
yeah.
Wow. And then you still got Charlotte, who on the up.
Charlotte's on the come up. Detroit's still a few years, but I like their nucleus they got up in Detroit right now.
A few years, but I still need to see a little bit more from them. I ain't too sold on them yet, but yeah, they right there coming up. I kind of put Charlotte definitely ahead of them right now, but they
Yeah,
definitely right there. New York is don't know what they have going on. We said Miami right there. Yeah, they're right there in that mix though, man. Cleveland Cavs are right there in that second tier, man. Top of the second tier.
for sure.
So shout out I don't know who GM at Cavs right now. Shout out to the GM and Dan Gilbert, man. Even though I don't fuck with you, Dan Gilbert. This is a great move. Y'all snuck in and stole Donovan Mitchell out of nowhere. This is a great move.
Yeah, I know Knicks fans. Saudi.
Yeah, if I'm Donovan, I'm happy though, because they would have been trash in New York. They would have been trash. They would have been ass, man.
And then they would have been blaming you.
Yeah, blame you. You'd have been rich, probably more famous you ever been, but all for the wrong reasons.
But yeah, I mean, good shit. That's because New York would have had to give up half the fucking team for him. And
Yeah,
I don't think Donovan Mitchell and RJ. I mean, that ain't gonna be enough to compete in these.
Yeah, and I think this trade was a better trade for the Jazz. Well, no, the Jazz fucked up. Because if they could have got all the picks from the next, they should definitely did that. And RJ Barrett, they should have did that. But I think they want for them in their psyche that they want to be shitty as possible. So for them, it's a great trade because they got the worst package. They gave Colin Sexton a deal that he's probably not worth, honestly, and they're going to be trash. So they're going to get a chance to get Winyan or whatever his name is. The big tall kid from France.
Oh,
they're going to get him. Yeah, they're going to get a chance to get him. So, in their eyes, this is the best case scenario.
Man, free Mike Conley.
Yeah, free Mike Conley, man. It's been on talks, but probably not no more. It's been talks that the Lakers were possibly trying to get Mike Conley from the Jazz. Probably not gonna happen no more because we just got Dennis Schroeder. But
free Mike Conley, man. 34 years old.
Mike Conley, man. There's a few other players there. I forget who else they got on the roster still. It's still a couple of players that they're probably trying to get rid of.
Yeah. So.
Or should be trying to get out of there if they smart.
Then I just thought they got the fucking All-Star game too this year. Oh shit. They ain't about to have All-Star.
That's the only reason they should have kept Donovan. Only reason.
Yeah. As soon as the All-Star game over, all right, move. We can trade you.
They didn't trade him. That's the only reason they should have kept him. Because now I got the All-Star game and I got nothing to show for it. Because Jordan Clarkson's the other guy I'm thinking of. Shout out my guy JC. Free Jordan Clarkson, bro. We should have got him back. Shout out Jordan Clarkson. That's my guy. Laker for life, bro.
Oh man, yeah, man. I can't wait for the NBA season. The camp starts, like I said, in a few weeks. I know the first preseason game is October 1st.
Mm-hmm.
I seen so just around the corner from basketball season getting underway.
Yes, sir.
But we're smack dab in the middle of football season. Like I said, we got some great high school football games that getting underway right now. Especially here in the tri-state area. College football, a lot of good games on the slate tomorrow. Then we got NFL Sunday, man. Then the Monday Night Football game, 2 of them this week, which is weird, but
crazy.
Weird, but you already know I'm locked in Philly, Minnesota, Monday Night Football.
So yeah, it should be a good one, man. Should be a good one. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be an interesting week in NFL, man.
For sure.
Interesting week, especially if the Niners lose. It's gonna be some controversy in San Fran, man.
Oh my god! Cuz off here right now, but man, I gotta.
Hey,
cuz in the wrong city.
Hey man, if y'all haven't seen,
hey, Trey Lance in the wrong city right now.
The boy Trey Lance is turning up, man.
And for our audio listeners, it's a video clip went viral. Trey Lance is
having a good time. I don't know if he's at a club, at a house party. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah, I was saying it looks like a house party, but adult entertainment is going on.
Yeah, if you're not watching the pod visually, make sure y'all tap in Spotify. Y'all go to our IG or YouTube. We had this video up. It's on our shorts on YouTube. It's on our reels on IG. So y'all go tap into the video. Trey Lance is making it rain on some adult entertainment models, I guess you would call them. Yeah. Making it rain on them, man.
Yeah,
man. Making it rain.
But I will say from the video, man, these workers ain't working hard enough because clothes are still on.
Hey, yeah, this is not. I put it up on YouTube. They age restricted it. It's not nothing they ain't seeing if they're watching, music videos on YouTube. Honestly,
right.
So Yeah, it's been a big talk. It's today when it came out. It's been viral. I heard it was old too. I heard wasn't after the game on Sunday. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but either way, it's funny. This is harmless activities by this young man. So
Good
all
fun.
y'all people, all y'all people talking all this shit about him, man. I gotta chill. It was after the game. It's a different story. It was after the game in Chicago, in Chicago house party. Hey, this is in Chicago on O Block or some shit. That would be fucking hilarious.
Oh hell nah, shit. Old block shit. Well, we ain't gonna speak on no violence.
Hey, if this was in Chicago in Parkway Gardens on O Block or some shit like that, after the game on Sunday, after he just took an L, then I'll have a problem with this. This is probably in the summertime. He having a good time, you know what I'm saying? Chill on a young man. I'm sure he's a single young man. He's having a good time. He's chill.
He's paying some young ladies rent right now. So hey,
yeah, he just giving back. He just
giving back to the community.
Yeah, giving back to the local community, man. You know what I'm saying? Making sure his economy is staying enriched. You know what I'm saying?
Which we need to check on Dirk because I've heard O Block I think they shutting down or they got bought out.
I heard they trying to demolish it, man.
Yeah, so
it's probably a good thing. Well, I don't want to say it's a good thing because a lot of people live there, I'm sure. But it is a place of a lot of violence and a lot of negative things happening. So hopefully, if they don't tear it down and make it a better place for people to live and grow up.
But hey, I'm not mad at Trey Lance. Like I said, we said off there, he learned from the Jimmy G playbook. Jimmy G went to the Super Bowl after messing with a porn star. So maybe in the NFC Championship this year, maybe.
It is what it is. You see those guys are willingly doing that. At least he ain't out here doing nothing that other guys out here were allegedly doing, Deshaun Watson. So hey, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yes.
I'll leave it at that, man.
Yeah.
And also, I don't fuck with you for real, but shout out Paul Pierce, you know what I'm saying? For his little incident he had too. He got fired from ESPN for, he a grown ass man, and he had some adult dancers and adult entertainment models, dancing in his crib.
You can't you can't work for the mouse and be on and just showing it off. You can't be on your personal IG and saying, yeah, I'm doing this.
I don't know, man, because I guess you can't be on there having strippers and shit at your crib, but you could be if he lives in California, you could smoke weed on your personal time. Matt Barnes has a podcast. He's smoking weed. He's still working for ESPN. They ain't fired his ass yet. So ESPN, stop hating on Paul Pierce having strippers at the crib. Nothing wrong with that, bro. Nothing wrong with that. They were clothed when on his live. They had clothes on. They wasn't naked. They had clothes on. So
yeah, he ain't out here boosting it.
Yeah, he ain't out here doing what y'all CEO probably doing. I don't know who y'all CEO of Disney is, or whoever ESPN headquarter partner with Disney. Whoever y'all CEO or big wigs, y'all probably doing some nasty shit too. We want to see y'all personal phones and go through y'all pictures. Y'all probably got some foul shit in y'all pictures. That's all I'm saying. Y'all emails and shit, man. Probably nasty. Probably saying all kind of foul shit.
Y'all on the same boat as Robert Sarver.
Yeah, but I say all some Sarver shit. Sarver John Gruden shit.
All right. Let's go on and end it on that. We kind of ended on a negative note.
Hey man. We're gonna end it back on a positive though, man. Let's get the Trey Lance video back. End it back on a positive. End it back on a positive, man. Shout out Trey Lance. Stop hating on the boy.
If we had an establishment here in Cincinnati, I probably would go out and have some fun tonight. But
hey man, shout out Trey Lance. He's of age and he's having a good time, man.
Let me get back. Atlanta's calling my name now again. So yeah. With that being said, this has been Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits Friday. Hey, cheers everybody. Enjoy yourselves, man, this weekend. Enjoy football.
Be safe, y'all.
For the good brother Flyman Rand, Josh Doc Evans, the Taryn Bland, say Down to Wire 513. Just follow everything Down to Wire 513, and we'll catch y'all next Wednesday, 8:30, 8:45, somewhere in that time range.
Somewhere between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Just tap in.
We'll be in there. Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube, all that. But until then, man, y'all, like I said, y'all have a safe, blessed weekend, and we out.